Today we're going to try to get some familiarity and ease doing arpeggios across the fretboard, and also using the first chord and the fourth chord, and then the fifth chord too. And in order to do that, we'll look at some charts to remind us of some of the lessons that we've done before. This is our C major chord. The R on the third string stands for the root, which is C. The 3 on the second string stands for Do, Re, Mi, and the 5 Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. And then you'll notice that we're adding some more strings that you can play. This is again a Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. This is a Do, So, Do, Re, Mi. So you can play the chord in its entirety on 2, 3, and 4, but if you go down below on the 5th string and on the 6th string, you can come up, then play those 3, then go up again to the 5 and to the root, and play a much fuller chord. The 3 dark circles represent the pattern that we've studied before in lessons, say, 8, 9, and 10. And this is the Do, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Ti, Do. Here's the root, playing the 2nd string, root, 3rd string, 5th note, 4th string, 3rd note. Now if we go below, on the 5th string we'll get the root, and on the 6th string we'll get the 5th note, the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. So. And if we go over to the 1st string, we can get the 3rd and the 5th notes again. Now remember, we're still on the fret 5 position. The one that we looked at just before was straight across. Now we're here, starting with the root on the 5th string. And we're playing what is basically the F chord. Now let's look at how we'd go from here to play the G chord, which would be, if we were playing in the key of C, the 5th chord. Now the only black marked note on the 5th fret is on the 4th string, and it's the root of the G major. 3rd string, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, on the 2nd string. So we're playing the G major chord, and then going over to the 1st string, to the root, and then stretching a bit, we go to the Do, Re, Mi in back of fret 7. Here's the 5th note again, and fret 7 and fret 3, and we've got a very full G major chord. behind the 8th fret we will find our C, which is the first note of the chord. Then over to the 5th string, the 7th fret, and then to the 5th fret for the next 3 notes, and then another 8th fret for the 5th note and the root again. Root 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, or root. 1 and root are always the same here. Now moving over to the 8th fret of the 5th string, we start that same pattern over. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. This time we're playing the F chord in an arpeggio form. So if we start on the 6th string with that pattern, we're committing ourselves to the C. Here we're committing ourselves to the F. And then if we move down to the 5th fret, which is the center of all of our activity, now we can move to the 3 that give us the G form. And then we can move back to finish it off. Now those represent the 3 forms that we had before, all of them in circles, but all separate. This is so that we can see 3 overlapping forms, but see them in 3 different shapes. So I would, if I had played the circles and then the squares, I would get something like this. If I started on the 5th fret and used triangles, then to the 8th fret on the 6th string, to the 8th fret on the 5th string, to the 7th fret on the 4th string, the 5th fret on the 3rd string, the 6th fret on the 6th fret on the 2nd string, the 5th fret on the 1st string, and the 8th fret on the 1st string, and then back down. I'd get something like this. So one of them becomes the C chord, one the F chord, one the G chord. Now moving to the F. And then back to the C. Now you can see this is the C. Now you can see that you can move these patterns up. So you're playing in C sharp and F sharp and G sharp. This is C, this is B, and on and on. You can play pretty much anywhere on the fretboard and use this pattern.